filings by the Guyana Revenue Authority in the luxury vehicle tax case against the Mohammed family has seen information being provided on the actual purchase cost of the luxury Lamborghini vehicle that was imported by Azruddin Mohammed. In the court documents, the GRA has provided an invoice for the vehicle which it was able to obtain from the U.S. Justice Department through information that was provided to Guyana's Ministry of Home Affairs. According to the invoice that was billed to Azruddin Mohammed for the luxury sports car, the cost was $695,000. The invoice also carried a paid stamp, indicating the full amount was paid for the vehicle. The GRA contends that when the vehicle was imported, the cost paid was declared as $75,300 and that declaration resulted in a lower tax assessment. The GRA has also submitted records to the court which show that $622,000 was transferred from local bank, GBTI, to the company in the US that invoiced Mr. Mohammed for the sale of the car. The payment transfers, according to the documents, were done in 3 tranches, according to the court documents. The GRA is contending that because of the lower rate declared in the purchase of the car, more than $370 million in taxes were avoided. The revenue body now wants the outstanding amount along with the outstanding amounts it says are also owed on a number of other luxury vehicles imported by the Mohammeds, including some under the Remigrant program. The Mohammeds have challenged the move by the GRA to seize the vehicles over the disputed amount. So far, the High Court and the Full Court have blocked the seizure of the vehicles until the completion of the substantive case before the court. Most of the vehicles at the center of the case were all imported more than 4 years ago. The Mohammeds believe the move by the GRA is politically motivated. Breaking news: Guyana troops attacked during river patrols along Cuyuni River. The Guyana Defense Force says that within the past 24 hours, armed men in civilian clothing on the Venezuelan shore along the Cuyuni River, between Iterengbang and Macapa, carried out 3 separate attacks on Guyana Defense Force troops who were conducting riverine patrols. According to the GDF, on each occasion the Guyana Defense Force executed a measured response, and no rank sustained any injuries. The force says it remains resolute in its mission to protect Guyana's territorial integrity and ensure the safety of its citizens. The GDF says it will continue to respond to acts of aggression along the Guyana-Venezuela border and regular patrols will continue along the Cuyuni River. The public is assured that the Guyana Defense Force is taking all necessary measures to safeguard the nation's borders and maintain peace and security within our beloved country, the GDF said in a statement.
S.K. belongs to Guyana. S.K. belongs to Guyana. At the blade of grass. Not one Lusaki. Not one rice grain. S.K. belongs to Guyana. S.K. belongs to Guyana.
Once you're saying that you're a citizen, you get that question you're a citizen. Anybody could keep an election. No man could appoint somebody. And all the Spanish got to do is vote for the person and they take over the place. You can't tell a man who got a valid birth certificate and documents. You can't tell he can't vote. You can't tell him that he can't contest. And they're going with the place like that. So, if Maduro's saying now that he's going to keep an election, we got to watch ourselves. Because really and truly, the people them who living in them area will also vote for the people them. Because the people them already blend themselves with the Spanish. And the Spanish would advise them, hey, you can get visa and everything, you can become Venezuelan and we can live happy. And you know what happen? They're gonna think, because majority the Amerindian women there in them area and the black men who there in them area blend themselves, make churn for these people. These people breed people in Guyana. And we got a set of Chinese checkers going around the place. And wait, tell me, where feel gonna happen? You know what's gonna happen? The man gonna hold that piece of place. And he gonna put a wall. He gonna put a wall in front of the Guyanese face. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something, people. I have nothing against the P.P.P. government. When I say I get nothing, I mean personally. But you know, the airing a lot, friend. The airing a lot and the putting. You want to tell what dream? Y'all said I like dream. Tell what dream. I wonder if I'm allowed to say this, but I gotta say it. Ever dream. I dream that Trump. I tell you how the truth what I dream. I dream that Trump and Maduro get a plan.
Young is expected to be flown to the United States for a second autopsy and further forensic analysis as our family continues to seek answers surrounding her sudden and tragic death. Family attorney Dexter Todd told this newscast that preparations are on the way to transport the young's remains overseas, where US-based pathologists will conduct a thorough review. The family is seeking closure and the truth of what transpired, Todd said, noting that the relevant documentation for the transfer is currently being prepared. Adrianna Young vanished during a family outing at the Doubleday Hotel at Tushan, West Bank, Essequibo. Despite extensive searches of the hotel and its swimming pool, her body was found nearly 20 hours later, much to the astonishment of her parents, relatives, and residents who had thoroughly searched the same pool the day before. A post-mortem examination conducted by 3 independent foreign pathologists concluded that Young died from drowning. However, the time of death remains undetermined, and the toxicology results are still pending. The body of 11-year-old
Melly Mel exposed new details in Adrianna's case. Melly Mel made a Facebook post stating, "Update on Adrianna murder." Double D owner in his original statement told police he left the hotel at around 9 a.m. the morning Adrianna disappeared and didn't return until about 3 p.m. the afternoon. However, recent video evidence shows him at the pool at 1:29 p.m. that day and around the same time Adrianna went missing. Why he lied?
Yo, I swear it, as I rise, my skin crawl, my skin grow. Because you know why? The amount of people all over the world that I see rising up to this, that means we can come together. We can come together. It have nothing to do with skin color, religion, creed, political background, nothing of the sort, yeah? It got to do with being a human being, as I say again and again. People from Trinidad, Jamaica, St. Vincent, St. Lucia, Canada, all over the place. People sending their condolences and people telling you how they feel, they're expressing how they feel because they really hurt. They hurt, yeah? I never see something like this happen in Guyana before. And people want answers. People want answers.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Everybody good? So if nobody want to say it, I'm gonna say it. If everybody afraid to say this, I am going to say it. I do what you want. Come for me. I believe it reached a point where the government should stop wasting money. Stop wasting taxpayers' money on this family. This family become a fraud. It's not justice for Adrianna no more. It's money making on behalf of the child now. Big money making. When this case now happened, when this story started, the father used to say he's a poor man, he don't need money, he need justice. Now the father hanging a bag, a shoulder bag around his neck, full with money, 2 guineas in his hand, a big spliff, and saying he's a money man now, he get famous. Every day on TikTok, telling people, yes, pouring more GoFundMe money. They're selling t-shirt with the child picture on it. They're selling hat. They're selling some Tokyo. They're organizing barbecue and dance for the child. Sheer nonsense, sheer nonsense. All the detectives you go bring from England, Canada, FBI from New York, if they not get them results what them looking for, everybody take bribe for them. Everybody take bribe. Government pay out everybody. So why keep wasting money? Why keep wasting money on them? Leave them on their own. Them using it as money making now. And everybody frightened to tell them. The government need to put a stop in. Don't spend more money on them. They have enough money of their own. What they raise some GoFundMe and all body give them. It's getting out of hand. The case looking like wishy-washy. Everybody could see through the naked eyes. It's not justice no more. It's about money making for these people. The father show off. He up on TikTok whole day. He aggrieved. There's a grieving father, but he up on TikTok smoking weed, drinking Guinness, saying he's a money man now. He get famous. All kind of jackass thing. Look, the country have plenty family that need help. Plenty family that need that money while you go and waste on detective and FBI and all kind of thing, and they would never believe nothing. They would say they would never take no results. The child, everybody knew by now, is using that child to make money.
Yeah, the big one get away. You want to plan everything, he get away. The Jamaican girls are big and he's doing it. No, me.
So wonder if them go get by them hire the supper or
Yeah.
Some sugar for kill him.
You know me take out this on food and I wait for them for coming and I see you come. Me know this one home for eat. Me know.
Oh, they buy this by your son?
Yeah, that me son. That me big grand. Two son me got a one.
Oh, you're the grandmother?
The grandmother. Me husband there and this I'm right hand now. Oh. And the next brother gets in a vaccine.
Watch out people.
And his son like nothing do nothing. That's why big them. This is a first car he ever own.
Oh, right. You see when the car thing, I saw them fighting. I saw you fight because I told them you fight. They had one of that, them pick up a thing one, them like a fine joke or something like that.
And then I stop the car.
No, you can't. Because one of them, they put our back and tie them up.
Block the road, you never say stop.
Nobody know. Nobody know that happened in there.
And because you can't get for her, I got the window them lock up.
Yeah, the window them well tint up and the door them well lock up. So all he probably could have do was just like try to sway the car in there.
I look the nana, you can't kill him.
No, nobody not die, but the boy get some scrape up and so because them in a fight. And the other one, like he just fractured the kid, the one who do the kidnapping. Like he get cough and he just fracture on one side and he get juky neck and he juky hand or something. But the big one, he get away, we don't know where he did, he get away in the bush. This place in Parika Road, come down before you reach Hubu Moore, where is big digital tower there? Moore, turn. Right, where is big digital tower there? Where the turn there, direct on the turn this accident happened in front of you. Oh, we feel so sorry for the grandma. She's that's your right hand right now. I torn over the vehicle. Who able to torn over the vehicle? You know, Mama, I enough man here, but like none of them want to torn over. Alihan in neck, thing.
This is why I go taxi me car. This is why I go be careful this car I walk taxi. Mommy expecting to happen and I still have my date. My thing happen.
Hi, time, yeah. When I hear the boy what do the planning, he come out of jail 2 nights ago.
What the boy who do the planning
Come out of jail, brother. Come out of jail 2 nights ago.
No. People who don't know.
No.
The full court of the High Court on Wednesday dismissed 4 appeals filed by former Deputy Chief Executive Officer of Guyana Elections Commission, GECOM, Roxanne Myers, arising from defamation claims she brought following the 2020 general and regional elections. The court, comprising Justices Nareshwar Hananan and Nigel Niles, upheld earlier rulings that dismissed all 4 matters brought by Myers against several public figures and media houses. On March 4, 2021, Myers initiated 2 High Court actions seeking damages exceeding $50 million each. The first, 2021 HC-DEM CIV-SOC 62, was filed against Vice President Varat Jagdeo and NEWSROOM Inc. The second, 2024 HC-DEM CIV-FC A91, named attorney Sanjeev Datadan and NEWSROOM Inc. as defendants. Both cases alleged defamatory statements relating to Myers' conduct during the 2020 electoral process. Myers subsequently filed 2 additional claims. On July 14, 2021, she brought an action, 2021 HC-DEM CIV-SOC 85, against Leslie Ramsamy and Guyana Times, seeking over $45 million in damages. On June 8, 2022, a 4th action, 2022 HC-DEM CIV-SOC 27, was filed against Lennox Schumann, the Liberty and Justice Party, LJP, and Guyana Times, claiming damages in excess of $15 million. On August 12, 2024, Justice Navindra Singh dismissed the cases against Jagdeo and Datadan, ruling that the words complained of could not bear the defamatory meanings alleged and that the claims had no reasonable prospect of success. A week later, on August 19, 2024, Justice Singh dismissed the cases against Ramsamy and Schumann for want of prosecution. The court cited a pattern of delays by Myers, including her failure to file a directed application for GECOM documents and her absence from a scheduled pre-trial review. Myers appealed all 4 dismissals to the full court. In Wednesday's rulings, the full court upheld the dismissals. In Myers v. Ramsamy and Guyana Times, FCA 2024 HC-DEM CIV-FC A99, and Myers v. Schumann, Liberty and Justice Party, and Guyana Times, 2024 HC-DEM CIV-FC A27, the court found that Myers' repeated delays and failure to appear justified the dismissals for want of prosecution. In the appeals against Jagdeo and Datadan, Myers v. Varat Jagdeo and NEWSROOM Inc., FCA 2024 HC-DEM CIV-FC A91, and Myers v. Sanjeev Datadan and NEWSROOM Inc., FCA 2024 HC-DEM CIV-FC A92, the full court affirmed that the statements complained of were not capable of bearing the defamatory meanings alleged and concluded that there was no basis to disturb the trial judge's exercise of discretion. The full court ordered Myers to pay costs amounting to $250,000 to each of the following parties: Varat Jagdeo, Sanjeev Datadan, Leslie Ramsamy, Lennox Schumann, the Liberty and Justice Party, Guyana Times, in 2 matters, and NEWSROOM Inc., in 2 matters, bringing the total to $2,250,000. These costs must be paid on or before June 30, 2025. Myers was represented in the High Court by U.C. Anderson and in the full court by Anderson and Darren Wade. Varat Jagdeo, NEWSROOM Inc., and Guyana Times were represented by Devindra Kissoon, Natasha M. Vieira, and Abhimani Dev of London House Chambers. Sanjeev Datadan was represented by Ganesh Hira. Leslie Ramsamy was represented by C.V. Satram and Ron Motilal. Lennox Schumann and the Liberty and Justice Party were represented by Sanjeev Datadan.